going to be cooking up a PLUGGNB sort of beat. 30NICKK, GOYXRD, Summers, Autumn, Cash Army, that type of shit. Let's get into it. I've already got some chords laid out, but let me just go through a little bit of a process of how I come up with some chords. Easiest thing, get the stamp tool, major 7th or minor 9th, start on the 4. Okay, bring this across, move it up 5. Bring it down an octave, bring this one over again, ungroup all these chords, and I usually like to take the middle 2 and push them up an octave. This is going to be too low, so that one up, what was the highest note, put it up 1, and take this note and put it up 1. This one, that up, second note up, put this note up. Then usually I might go with the first bass note again. We're going to get that sort of diminished, flat, sharp, whatever that chord is. Play with these two. These will have the same little thing going on here. And just take the highest note from here. And I just like to hold an Alt and just shift these notes around a little bit. To get that little piano rolly thing going. Makes it a little bit more humanized. What I might do first is get another row. These sounds are from my 2023 New Year's stash kit that I'm going to drop. I'll link it in the description as well for you guys. Free to download. There's a bunch of plug stuff and some AR&B and G-Cold sort of shit too. Go with this Rhodes. With these one-shots too, I'd like to just do it like you do with your 808s so they don't ring out over the top of each other. Just bring your envelope over, tone everything down except for the holes. Just make this one nice and simple. Just be lazy with this one, just use the strum. Next up, we're just going to add some extra little notes from there to start creating a bit of a melody. I might come back up to the A. Leave that out a little. Bring this over again. And let's just make some like little strums in there too. Bring another one of these over here. One here somewhere. Let's bring it down. Do a little bit of mixing on these two. First thing, I'm going to stereo shape the main one. Alright, so we've got some sweet little strings on there too. On the strings, we just got some like gross beat, delay and flanger and stuff. This is what we want. We're going to chuck on a little like EP vintage lead. Alright, so this, we're going to make it cut itself. Make it nice and simple, nothing crazy. Pretty much like use this little thing all the time. It's a really cool little vibe. It fits nicely behind like signs and stuff. This is essentially just what you can get in Purity as well. Just get the vintage EP lead or download this pack. Boost this up a little bit. With the leads, it's always good to like have them come back sort of to around where they started. This one's going to ring out. I haven't bothered putting an envelope on this or anything, so when it starts as no note, it sounds cool. When it ends and loops back around, it will ring out this note here, which is where it kind of starts as well. I think with a lot of plug stuff, depending on the sounds you select, you don't really need to put the leads up really high. It sounds better to have them around your like pop notes and just have your chords really spaced out to give it a really massive voice for each one. These ones are a bit more clustered together. These are sort of like the normal chord with this same progression, and this is the more voiced out, larger, wider sounding one that we did. There's more stuff we could add to the melody to have like coming in and out for like different parts and it builds up more. We put on a pizzicato and have that like coming in during the chorus and just have it do something like this. Gives it a lot of like rhythm to it. That sounds so beautiful. It sounds gorgeous. There's your problem. Your 808 is C sharp. Alright, so we got our 808. It's pretty simple, it just follows like the same sort of pattern. A little bit of a wiggle here, a little bit of a double note thing here. These are all just terms I'm kind of making up that don't really mean anything. I'm gonna get a really spicy clap going. We'll need this chant. Shout out Glumboy, this chant rules. So with the clap, we're going to make it extra spicy. Crank this boost right up. Go into here, into this little thing here next to the wrench. And crank up boost and just turn the volume down. Classic plug clap right there. Sometimes the plug claps I like to go like this and like skip the second one and have like a little snare and perk roll thing going nuts in there. And put them like here, here, or here. Get some Benji cold perks happening. We're going to need a snare too, like this snare, it's got a lot of punch to it. Copy these over. We'll make it pretty similar, but we'll just change it. I think we just need like another snare as well. Yeah, this sounds. I just wanted to say I'm going to be dropping our PLUGGNB LOOPKIT as well. LOOPKIT's free. I'm going to drop a link to it as well here if it's up already. I think it should be by then. But there's a bunch of videos and stuff in there. Let me just go through and just show you some of the stuff that'll be in. Won't show the full kit, mostly loops, but I've got a bunch of these drum midis just for like the hat patterns I use, fan hats, normal hat patterns, really basic hats you can either use or like, you know, change the MIDI up on, like use it as sort of backbone. You know, just some easy stuff for your claps and stuff with like the skip the second and fourth clap, skip the second clap like I talked about earlier, and just these chant patterns as well if you just want to drag and drop them in. And then I'm going to have a whole lot of PLUGGNB starter chords to chuck in there, so get onto that. Or if you just want the loops too, there's going to be a stack of loops in there. There's just some MIDI from my hi-hats. So yeah, just drag and drop it in. Most of it's pretty good. Already added with the velocity and also the pain. So when you put it into your mixer, crank the width, show you what I mean. Crank this right to the left. Thanks for watching. I'm gonna do some mixing and then I'll drop the full beat. Remember, the links will be in the description for free packs. Here's 2023 stash with one shots and probably some like FLPs and a few loops and stuff like that in there as well, just as bonuses. And also PLUGGNB LOOPKIT, gonna have a bunch of starter and drum midis as well as a bunch of loops in there and a few bonus loops and whatever else I decide to chuck in by the time I upload it and everything as well. Thanks very much guys, enjoy the beat, check it out, thanks.